Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Tangi the Caver's wife, and it is Wednesday, which means Wellness Wednesday around these here parts. And that is the day that we talk about our fitness journey, how our past week went, where we are now, and what we plan to do moving forward. So last week, I was able to announce that I had reached my 10-pound weight loss mark. I'm in the 180s, so excited. And everything was going great. I had plans to do really well during the Christmas time, and I didn't do as well as I had intended. Saturday was Christmas Eve. We went to my mother-in-law and father-in-law's house, had a really nice dinner. I indulged, but I don't think I overdid it too bad. I had one slice of pie, just ate a normal amount of food, nothing really big or crazy. But the next day was Christmas Day, and we went to my husband's aunt's house, and there was so much delicious food, but thankfully there was a lot of healthy food. And believe it or not, you can actually overindulge unhealthy food. The very first thing that I came to in the line, it was like a buffet line, was the fresh fruits or the fresh veggie tray with spinach dip. So I just grabbed a bunch of raw veggies and threw them on my plate, put some spinach dip on there. There was roasted Brussels sprouts. If you have never roasted Brussels sprouts, then you've just not eaten it correctly. There was some of that, so I had a couple of scoops of that. My initial plate was great. I had the salads and the raw veggies and the roasted Brussels sprouts, just a little bit of mashed potatoes, and yeah, thought, okay, doing good. I'm doing great. Sat down, we're eating, we're talking, we're having a big time, and then we're still talking, and we pull the veggie tray over, and I'm being mindful. I'm putting the veggies on my plate. I'm not eating directly from the tray, right? Because that was my plan, because that's usually where I go overboard. So I would put the veggies on my plate, then I put a little bit more dip, and then I would talk and I would eat. And then I would get more veggies and more dip and talk and eat, and then get more veggies and more dip and more veggies and more dip. We stayed there for 3 hours. We never left the kitchen table, you guys. We talked and we ate and we ate and we talked. It was really wonderful family time. Another victory there is I only had one dessert, and it was a sugar-free dessert. And it's one of those sugar-free eclair layer desserts where it's like graham cracker pudding, whipped cream, graham cracker, drizzle of chocolate syrup, that kind of thing. It was really good and very satisfying. It hit the spot. It's creamy, it's sweet, got it. But then after I had that, I had more veggies and more dip and more veggies and more dip. And in my mind, I'm thinking, it's veggies. It can't be bad. Anyway, we get home, and as soon as we get home, I hit the couch and I go into an all-out food coma at 6:30, and I sleep on the couch until it's time to go to bed, and then I go to bed and I slept hard. I didn't do great, but it could have been worse. I could have done worse. Stuck with the raw fruits and vegetables
and the cheese ball and the spinach dip.
But still, overdone it nonetheless. That's how I did this past week. So what that led to was a 1 pound gain for this week. So boo for the 1 pound gain, but hey, it's 1 pound. I didn't get crazy and gain 5 pounds. So I am glad for that, and I will take that as a victory. So what do I plan to do from here going forward this week? First of all, my goal is to lose the 1 pound that I gained and get myself back in the 180s. I was 190.3 this morning. So really, I'm just a half a pound away from being back in the 180s. But this morning during our Mama Gets Fit talk show, Trish and I discussed a couple of things. One of them is loving yourself now. Don't hide behind the shadows. Live your life. Be with your family. Be in those photos. Don't hide from the camera. Don't hide from your friends just because you're uncomfortable with the way you are. Love yourself now. And I think that's a really important message. There are things about us that make us us. And there are a lot of things about myself that I have embraced over the years, even though I'm not a size 2, and I don't plan on ever being a size 2. Things that I like about myself that some would consider probably a flaw. I like that my teeth are crooked. To me, it's just like, it's part of me. I like that I have stretch marks because I had 2 babies. I like that my hips are rounded. And I like all of those things about myself because this is how God made me. So I am completely okay with that. It's important to embrace what you look like now, because one of these days you're going to be gone and your family's going to want to have pictures and videos to look back on. And if you have spent your whole time avoiding those situations, then your family is going to miss out, and that's really sad. Another thing we talked about is having a vision of you, for you. And we talked about either having a word. A lot of people like to have a word for their year. It's what they set all of their goals by, which Trish, her word is routine. And I actually really like that. I feel like, you know, with your health, with your organization, with trying to do better in all things, if you get into a routine, it just becomes part of your routine, and you're more likely to stick with it. I think it's a really good idea. And another thing that we talked about is making ourselves vision boards, having some sort of visual reminder and motivator where we can see it. So some people are going to make small ones to put in their fitness planners. Some are going to make little posters. Some can do it online. I think I'm going to do a poster because I'm a visual person and I like tangible things, just as a reminder. So I'm probably going to make a vision board, and I might share it with you guys next week. If you are not part of our Mama Gets Fit group on Facebook, we will be sharing our vision boards there. It's becoming such a wonderful community of wonderful ladies, and one of the ladies just announced that she is expecting again, and so it's our first Mama Gets Fit baby, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, we're encouraging one another, motivating one another, and if you are a woman and would like to be part of that community, then you are invited. That's what I am going to be working on this week, is starting routines, making my vision board. My goal is to at least get this 1 pound off by next week, and get back where I was, get back into the 180s. All right, so that's it for today. What about you? How was your week? Just let me know in the comments below. And that's all I've got for you guys today. So until next time. Hey, thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to share it with your friends, pin it on Pinterest, you know, whatever. But yeah, and there's also a subscribe button down there. So if you haven't clicked it already, be sure to do that. That way you don't miss any of the videos that I put out. We talk about gardening here, frugal living, homemaking, homeschooling. You know, I cook the occasional food, make the occasional craft. So if you don't want to miss any of it, be sure to click subscribe. Okay, that's it.